Hello and welcome to this tutorial video about defining seams and butts in MasterShip. In this tutorial video, we're going to see how we can transfer the seams and butts from the 3D model to the 2D model. And we are also going to look at developability of plates, and we are going to look at how to adjust seams and butts based on current seams and butts. So in the previous videos about shell expansions, we have seen this before. In this video, I've prepared some seams in green and some butt in orange. I simply made those lines using an AutoCAD projection onto the shell surface. So if we look from here, then we see that they are in fact rectangles. Could have also done this using the MasterShip projects ship poly projection, in which you can project on other polylines instead of on the surface, and then also MasterShip polyline technology is used. So you can use them both, it doesn't matter too much. And then what you typically want to do is to ensure that those lines are 3D polylines. You could do that using this tool in the MasterShip ribbon. In the polyline tools, you can convert any line to a 3D polyline. So once you have made this arrangement, depending on your type of project, you would want to first see if this plate is developable or not, because developable plates are easier and cheaper to produce than double curved plates. So in MasterShip, we have a tool to check for the developability of a plate, and we can use this with this tool, ship single curved rulers. If we use this function, it asks us to select two surface boundaries, so the bottom and the top seam. It covers now two plates, but I don't think that matters too much at this moment. And then we see all the rulers. And those rulers indicate where the plate can be bent to get a single curved plate. Since they are not crossing anywhere, that means that this plate is developable, so it's single curved. So we can also check this visually. So if we look at it like this, then it indeed seems to be the case that this plate is developable. So now we've checked that it's developable, we can transfer it to the shell expansion. I'm going to remove those lines first. Using this functionality, which we have seen in the video about defining basic construction elements in the shell expansion. It's the same tool. So we select the curves. Let's select those. Maybe also this one. We transfer them to the shell expansion. So this went very quickly. That is because I prepared. So when you do this for the first time, it can take a while to generate those curves. So that's it. Now we have them here in the 3D model. As we can see, it follows along this deck line, which makes sense. Maybe the seams are relative, so not relative to the other construction elements. They might not be too sense-making, but just as an illustration in this video, we can see how they are added to the shell expansion. Now, the added benefit of using layers is that you can provide yourself with a better overview of what's going on. So if we, for example, only want to look at the seams and the butts arrangement, we can simply turn off some layers and make this image a lot clearer for ourselves. Uh, that's a matter of preference. So let's see, what else can we do? Yeah, so one of the nice tools that we also have before making build plate expansions, we can adjust those seams. So it could be that you want between those two plates on the seam, you want to have a small gap, for example, maybe a gap of a few millimeters for the welding. Then you do not want to make an expansion of this plate, but from the seams that are slightly adjusted. So therefore we have a tool, it's called Ship Create Seam Type, right here. With this tool, we select the seam in question. So as I said, this one long seam. And we have different options to shift your seam based on the current one. So here we could say we want to have a small gap. So we're for the welding, so we are going to shift this seam down. And I give it a gap of 6 millimeters down. And now we have our second line generated here. And we could also do it, of course, up, and we can do that for any line in the model. So this adjusted line is maybe not something you want to transfer to the arrangement, but that you would use to make your 3D hull plate expansion. There's more about hull plate expansions in other videos. What you can also do to conclude this video is to shift your seams here, for example. So you could maybe copy this one to a little bit of a random place, something like this. And then define your seams and butts in this arrangement. So sometimes you want to adjust it slightly or make new seams. And then you can do that, so you define them in the 2D model. And then from here you transfer them to the 3D model back again. So now we have seen here our new seam in the 3D model. There are a lot of practical tips from the engineering perspective which are mentioned in our knowledge base article. This video explained defining seams and butts from the software perspective. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next videos.